Hey everyone, Lee Turley here with Brian Kent of Flip 2 is a new project they're working on. Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, and by the way, Brian is coming to us from New York, right?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, okay. And join us, and I really appreciate you taking your time and coming in and joining with us and kind of giving your thoughts. But give us some background on yourself and your entrepreneurial journey, and then kind of what you're doing right now.
Sure. Well, I'm Brooklyn born, and the company is New York City based. We started about 5 years ago. The company is called Novologies, and it started probably similar to a lot of other stories of how companies started. We were working for together, me and my partner Gil, at a private equity firm, and it was a pretty miserable work environment. Had lots of product ideas, and started to go off on our own. We had plenty of time, downtime. Our offices were next to each other. Had a bunch of closed door sessions, and from there we sort of came up with some ideas, and we quit. Went off on our own. And it's been 5 years since, and we definitely haven't looked back at the finance industry since.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Spent a little time in the uh, financial planning side of things myself. So,
Yeah. Well, we started with. I mean, we left basically because I had one product in mind. It was called Scopings, and we launched that probably about a year after we left. In the meantime, we were actually building Nomologies as a consulting firm. We were building web applications for big companies, small companies, other startups, and that's basically to fund the products that we were developing. And that's sort of what Novologies is now. It's sort of the funding side of the products. So for Scopings and what we're working on now, Flip 2.
so what did what was it like when you kind of first made that switch from you just drop everything working for what I'm assuming was a fairly consistent job to you know not knowing what's going to be around the next corner.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, there were a lot of perks there. I mean, they would cover all of your lunches. We would order online. There was no cap on our lunches at this place. Healthcare was amazing. The pay was really good. So to go from there to sort of nothing. I mean, having to go out and buy health insurance and try to find some gigs to pay for this product that we were building. It was a tough thing. I mean, it's scary at first, but I mean, almost immediately it felt right. You feel better. You don't feel like crap going into the office and feeling like you're just wasting away there. For me, it was easier. I mean, I was younger at the time. I think I was 25 when I did that. So that's easier. 24, 25. My partner was a little bit older than me, 5 or 6 years older. He had two kids. So what happened was I actually left first. So I left about 6 months before he quit. So we would get the consulting stuff up and running. And then, 6 months later, when we had some projects, we had some money coming in, he took the leap as well.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about, I guess, have you had anything between that first project and Flip 2 besides just your general, your consulting that's funding everything?
Yeah, no, I mean, we spent a good chunk of time on scopings. And then from there, I guess we started Flip 2. We launched that early last year. And we kind of put scopings aside for a whole bunch of reasons. Probably what we're going to get to in this talk.
Okay.
That's what we're focused on now. So I mean, we'll probably spend about 80-90% of our time on Flip 2, and the rest on the consulting. So I mean, existing clients will still work with, but we're not really actively pursuing more work.
I gotcha. So tell us a little bit about Flip 2.
Well, what it is Flip Two is a service for hotels, restaurants, and airlines that helps turn their guests into advocates, to get them to spread the word about their upcoming trip, and with the goal of boosting brand awareness and earning more guests. So, say a guest stays at the James Chicago, which is a boutique hotel in Chicago. They'll earn a complimentary room upgrade for telling their friends that they're planning a trip to Chicago, staying at the James. So things like that, and we personalize the process and try to make a connection with everyone they know so that they learn about that hotel and they become a guest in the future.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like